And welcome and hello to everyone that's just joined our IBO Team Builders awesome webinar tonight. We have some amazing stuff to release to all of our members. If you are brand new to this business and you haven't become a member yet, well, you just hang in there because you soon will. So hopefully everyone's got screen and sound. All right. And of course, just to cover some things with you guys to make sure that you have all the correct contact details for us. I'll put up the mobile phone again, my email, and of course don't forget that every Wednesday at the same time here, it will be Brooke presenting. As you guys know, that we've been sick since we've come back from Las Vegas with the swine flu, and apparently I'm less sicker than others, so I'm taking holding the fort. But it's been good, so been good to contact and be up there with you guys, because I would, personally like to cover a lot of awesome stuff that I have right in the making right now happening since we've come back from Las Vegas. Never lose sight, and I think it's very important, is never lose sight of your vision and your mission statement, and it comes down to never lose sight of your goals and your dreams, and I never have. I stood on stage in Las Vegas in the dream, and I'm still living it in the dream, even though I'm a little bit sick with the swine flu. The dream's I'm not going to give up on it. It's right there. And my vision as the company owner here is to build a global opportunity that people are honoured to be associated with, to offer each and every one of our team members an amazing opportunity with rewarding benefits for us all, and to have fun along the way. To share and have fun is the most exciting thing to do, and also to provide each and every one of you with independent business support to live and have a fortune, to live a limitless life, defined, of course, solely by us all. And I saw that. I went to Las Vegas and I met 500 other IBO members that have joined the business, anywhere from up to, a month to 12 months. And out of that 500 members, I met 200 of those members in that community that were deaf. I was gobsmacked to meet nearly half of those people, to ask where did they come from. Well, you'll meet young, I've forgotten his name actually, he was an interpreter for the deaf, and both parents were both born deaf, and he used his skills to go back into that community, and he has changed the lives of every single one of them. It was just an amazing feeling to be amongst that. Next year, I know that every single one of you will be on stage with me back in, whether they hold it in Las Vegas or somewhere else in the world, you'll be there with me. We are going to build one of the largest networks of successful individuals in creating, and of course we are going to constantly improve our skills in this industry to provide the independent assurance, because I know that together we're going to build one of the largest networks with an established multi-billion-dollar company that is giving results that I've never seen ever before in life, that go sky high and beyond. And we're going to support every one of our team members that take that journey with us. Hey, you guys know Faraday and 50 other members have gotten to 6- and 7-figure incomes. They stood on stage with me as I accepted the Bronze Award. Now, of course, you guys know I only started like 2 months ago when I accepted the Bronze Award. That was one of the first awards that you can accept. These guys are up to Emerald, which means I got 5,000 and they got 100,000. Next year on stage, I'm going to be with them, standing beside them, accepting a $500,000 bonus, and that's an on-top bonus pay on top of all our residual incomes. And Faraday took 50 with her. I reckon I have room for at least 300 or more that want to come with me, and that's pretty exciting. I want to cover something now. Tonight I'm going to go into G1E Touch and cover it. Actually, that shouldn't come up first. I cover a few things first. Yeah, that was one of my sayings. I'll cover that in a moment. What I want to say is G1etouch.com. I've spent quite a few hours this week individually with most of you members, getting you into G1E Touch, making you familiar with the features in there, how to set your profile up, how to befriend me, how to befriend our group at IBO Team Builders, how to use it and like and share like Facebook. Okay, that platform is really important to your success. And I'll tell you why, is because everything that gets released is going to get released first in there. So if you're not using Facebook, fantastic. Don't use it. Just go in and use the G1E Touch system. It's a way of communicating with us. It's also a way of communicating with every other IBO member in the business. Now, remember, there's over 20,000 of us, and we're just really small at the moment. 20,000 is nothing to what we're going to become. All right, so it's all about our hangout. G1E Touch is going to be our hangout, to hang out with the same like-minded people that are on the same path as us to success. And of course, all of the other products that we have to benefit from to grow our business, I want to cover something with you guys and I'm going to cover that in the next up and coming weeks as well, which is I'm going to put a date out there very soon for you guys to come and spend some one-on-one time actually in our office with us, which I think is going to be really valuable for those team leaders that I'm looking forward to actually stand on stage next year with me. Okay, everyone's going to get somewhere, all right? Some are going to be standing up there with the golden cup with me, and some are going to be on 1, 2, 3, 4, or the 5th level or the 6th level, and that's okay wherever you come in at. You've got to remember that the live gaming, okay, the casino itself will bring in 25% of business volume to us, all right, and we already know that so far it's a very small industry. Small? 50 billion if you call that small. And of course it's in over 85 countries. Sports betting. Now, I got to tell you that I'm fairly new to sports betting, and if it wasn't for the crew down on the Gold Coast that seemed to really up on the horses and the racing and all of that with sports betting here in Australia, sports betting is apparently something that you can only do, you can't do it in the US. So I look at that product and I go, well, I'm not really sure how I can help the company grow sports betting because it's not an industry that I'm really familiar with. The boardwalk. Now, here we go. Now you talk on my language with the boardwalk. Here's something that I know, because the boardwalk, now I tried to log in there before, but I had a bit of an issue, and I'll try it again actually. The boardwalk is something that if you know people that want to get in here and use the boardwalk, and this is what the front page looks like, all right, tells me I don't have an account yet. Yes, I do. You've taken my money. Of course, I had to go in and test it out, but I'll try and log in again if it'll let me in. But I could be under a different number. No. See, I just changed using different web browsers, so I need to import my passwords. However, on the boardwalk, you're playing at the moment for just tokens. Do you know that you're going to get business volume from all the tokens that are played on the boardwalk? So this is not live. This is not real money with the boardwalk. Eventually it will be. It's a bit like Double Down Casino, okay? Now, Double Down Casino was one of the, I don't know how many invites that you got on Facebook. If you've ever joined Facebook, you probably would have got invites constantly to join Double Down Casino and gone, what is that? All right, same thing with Candy Crush. All right, Candy Crush is the same. You can go in there and they give you tokens. All right, free tokens to play, and they pay their customers that have invited those people, okay, on the amount of tokens that they've used in the casino. Incredible, hey? Now, it's really funny because ever since I've been back in Queensland up here, and I'm constantly with my granddaughter. She's 3 years of age, hey. I sit there on the iPad with her, and we have I download apps for her that are like the the ABC, the Play Kids apps, that she actually starts building puzzles and blocks using the iPad, and she knows how to grab something and flick it to join something up, rather than actually sit there in the lounge room where her and I have blocks or building blocks together to build. No, that doesn't happen very rarely now. It's on the iPad. And it's become a big realization of me of social media is going to, and it is, though our next generation, I don't know whether you've seen it, but from my kids that they're in their 20s now, and my little grandkids are 3, 4, 5, I'm seeing it with them that they're actually born like little computers. They're born to have an iPad and to it's incredible. All their learning tools come on an iPad. And the way social media, they give all these kids these games, right, to play. Candy Crush was something, I think it's been out about 2 years, hasn't it? And I saw, 90-year-old grandmas play that game because it became like a stimulant that they just got addicted to it. That's, even though you're actually not playing for real money yet, that's actually somewhere where you can revenue share out of that industry. So we have the boardwalk, we have G1E Touch, and of course one of the next biggest industries, and I'm going to go back to it with my slide here. You guys might not, you've probably never heard of it before, because until I went to Las Vegas, I never heard about fantasy sports. Fantasy? What the? After they announced that fantasy sports in the workshop that we went to, it happened to be that we went that night to one of the biggest clubs in Las Vegas. Every single member in that club, people come from all over the world, and what do? They play fantasy sports. And I'm like, what? Fantasy sports is actually a game of skill, not actually gambling, because you're betting on your team and your quarterbacks and betting on where they're going to come. So they've actually labelled it a game of skill, not so much gambling. And Las Vegas, my goodness. The club, I won't tell you how many members it has, and I won't tell you who the club is, but we're about to sign one of the biggest deals up on fantasy sports, and I never thought was possible. It only became possible because we actually made that contact when we were in the States. So I've seen how we can grow the business together as a whole. Gaining that contact is going to be actually great for us, because what I need to tell you guys now is everyone that comes in and that wants to, everyone joins this business, all right, for a reason, all right? Now, you guys all know that why we joined it was because of the freedom, flexibility and lifestyle that it gives us. We don't actually have to play any of these games. I don't have to know anything about fantasy sports, games, sports betting, or any of the other apps to actually make money from this, and that's what makes it so beautiful. But everyone brings something to this business, and that is I have created, because I see the big picture with this business, a couple of levels of opportunity for you guys to actually grow with me. And of course it's going to open up also some opportunity for you guys to actually grow right next to me if you're ready to do it. this business, as we know, with anything, it's all about, you know, your level of commitment and what you will and won't do to succeed. And I've seen the way that they've put this business together over the last 14 months in the US, and I've also seen how we could uh, better ourselves here and create an opportunity so far superior. And I think by what we've already done, we're already making history. So the recognition that we're getting already from America, and we've got to, you know, these guys have already, you know, they're on their $1 million figures per annum, all right? We're not there yet, but we're about to be. We're next in line. And they did it in such a different way than what we have, and which proves that we're already so far ahead of the tree already with because we have so many more active members than one of their top leaders do. And I went, are you serious? She's been at this 12 months. I've been at this only 3 months. And the reason is that because we've actually shared everyone to help keep everyone active, okay? And that's the main key. You can, rather than me personally, myself, go out and sponsor 300 of you team members, I only personally sponsored 10 of you. The rest of them we sent on to you guys to personally sponsor, to transfer that so that we could get everyone up and running evenly together. Now, one of the big major announcements, you know how we've gone through, well, a couple of changes. We've gone through not only the name change of the company, we've also gone through a couple of product changes where now the Emperors are gone. So we are so excited to have locked in those Emperor positions. You know, when I first entered the business, I think they said to me there was like 200 Emperors left. And I'm pretty sure I sold every single one of them before anyone else could, which has grandfathered us at an extreme level of benefit with no ongoing costs at all with the Emperors. Remember last month, that was our major news, that we thought that after 12 months that we would have to pay an ongoing membership of $200 a month. We don't have to do that anymore. Well, get ready. You know what we've sealed? We've sealed the same deal for the VIPs. Now, VIPs is one of the top levels that you can buy in the company these days. So we've come down from 5,000 being an Emperor down to 1,500 to a VIP. And a VIP, if you bring in 2 VIPs left and right of yourself, you are also going to grandfather yourself at no auto ship forever. It's going to come out of the sports book. Remember, VIPs get paid from the sports book. That's their bonus. And the Emperors get paid from the casino. That's their bonus. If there's not enough money in 12 months to pay for our auto-ship, it's not going to come out of our pocket. How beautiful is that? So when you look at it, some of our business volume now is going to just like retrace a little bit because that's the way that it works on auto-ships. But for that, I think it's going to benefit everyone in the long run to actually look at it like this. And this is the way that I'm going to sell this business and teach you how to sell it. All right, with everything that they have in play, each one of us will take a certain field of the business to grow it. And as you guys know, I've spoken to a lot of you guys, is I'm going to grow fantasy sports only because I have some contacts to grow it in. What we need to do now is go out there in your tree, and every one of you need to do it, and create for free, cost you nothing, and enroll 6 or 10 throughout your tree casino customers for nothing. Now, what that does, it locks in an IBO number somewhere in the tree that when we come up with a customer that actually says, hey, I want to go and play on the fantasy sports, and so that we get paid, we need to give them an IBO number that they will enroll under, and that directly puts that business volume under our tree. So this is the way that it works. So one of the big ways that we're going to work on is fantasy sports, and I won't take the credit for it actually, because I'm going to leave that up to Brooke, because it just happened to be that she's a lot younger than me and a lot prettier and a lot sexier. I don't know what it was, but you just happened to meet the right people in Las Vegas in those clubs that can open up doors, and I'm talking thousands, I'm talking tens of thousands of members. So I don't want to get you too excited, guys. And that's where I went, wow, I never saw it before, but I can grow it. Not only I can sell the business, but each one of us can bring something to the company, which is also why I'll share something also that I've joined, you guys, to help grow this business. Okay, it now overtakes, it's gotten to the point now that we have enrolled our family, our friends, and everyone that we know, because we wanted them in the tree to benefit from what our future growth would be. Well, get ready, guys, because we are ready now to grow virally. What we have in place and what we have set in place to help everyone is a marketing campaign that is that will capture leads, and that we have our own sales marketing team employed here in the business that will be signing up people from all over the world in all of those trees. So now what I'm asking is those people that work with me directly, that want to put in those hours and that time and that guidance now to help grow your business, will be the people that stand on stage with me next year. And I've got to say, if I stand at, no, not if, there's nothing about if in this. When I stand on stage next August, I will have turned over $1.7 million. I think I put it on a slide for you here. I'm going to read you that in a moment. Here we go. Let's go to the end slide before I go back. Remember, when you qualify for bronze, there's a $5,000 payout. Then it takes you another 2 months before you can get to silver. Okay, so you can't leapfrog and pass until you get past these positions. Then 2 months later you'll go to gold, then 2 months later you go to ruby, and then you go to emerald, and the big one is diamond. I'm already at bronze, silver 2 months, gold 2 months, so I go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 months. In a 12-month year, I'm going to stand on stage with Faraday accepting $500,000 bonus and be on $1.7 thousand a year with her. Do you want to join me? I'm sure you do. Okay, if you do, we have a leadership sales training here that we've put out there, and it's going to be held right here in my private home on Friday the 26th of September from 9 to 5. You need to RSVP me via email to let me know that you're coming so that we can organise it. You are coming, Gail, I know. And what I want to do, here we go, leadership sales training, is go back and, is Lewin online? Yes, she is. Hey, I'm going to share something that I stole from somebody else that put this up in G1E, and I got to tell you, it just made absolute sense to me, and I'm sure it will to you. And the heading was, when I first read it, was something I see and often hear is, it's a scam or it's too expensive. I see these excuses used often, and it's the very reason these types of people fail. Once in a blue moon, you'll see an outright scam, because when you're talking about money, some people let greed get the best of them, and we all know that, don't we? Yes. But 9 times out of 10, it's not the program, but the person. With any system, program, product, or company, you will always have a handful of producers, and the other 99% don't make much. What makes that difference? Well, it's actually a few things. A few things like, those producers actually take daily action. They don't make excuses. They believe in themselves and their abilities, and they don't care how much it costs. They only see how much they can make. They never look at things as a scam, only a loss. They never look at things as a scam or a loss, or they never look at things and say how someone screwed them over. Instead, they look at everything as an experience. The difference between successful people and broke people is it all comes down to how they think. Like myself, I've invested in tons of programs when I started and haven't made money on most of them, but that was my fault because I didn't do anything with it. I've been involved in plenty of companies that didn't make money, but once again, that was because of my belief system wasn't aligned with how successful people actually think. The bottom line is, if you want to be successful, you better start learning to change the way that you think, because there's no such thing as failure, not permanent anyway, only temporary. And every failure, loss of money or frustration you go through is actually called experience. If you think you will just buy something and get rich, well, you know what? Guess what? I've got a bridge that I could sell you. Start treating your business like a business and not a hobby. Otherwise, you will make hobby money or nothing at all. The way that you think makes 100% the difference between you succeeding or failing. When your belief system is in order, you can figure everything else out as you go. And I absolutely agree with that, because for once in a lifetime, and I've heard it from this company, and Arlen's not on board, no, but if you get out there and you do a bit of Googling on the internet, you could probably bring up enough crap to go, hey, I'm not going to do this. When I read this, well, that's what it all comes down to. Yes, I can, Sandra, put up the IBO Team Builders website. So the IBO Team Builders website, and we've done a lot of construction here, and we've actually uploaded a lot of documents as well. In IBO Touch, actually, let me go back to that before I move on to the website. In IBO Touch, what I want every one of you guys to, if you haven't done this so far, go in there, please. Use your email address and your password that you log into your back office to get you into G1E Touch. Make a profile, befriend us, and let's get some action happening within this little G1E Facebook between ourselves. And of course, we also have our website. Now, we're going to be sending out an email sometime next week to you guys. You'll get it. It'll be an email that you can forward on to any of your interested parties, okay? And it's going to make it really, really simple to not get caught up in explaining all of the products that they have, but explaining, if people believe in the vision and the dream, then they'll join us. Remember, and it's all about, don't get disheartened, guys. We're not going to sign up absolutely everyone. Out of 100 leads, if I get, 50-60%, I'm going to be pretty happy. This is not for everyone. Not everyone's going to benefit from that. It's like anything in life. But also we know that, hey, we are going to. So don't forget, the IBO Team Builders website here is where you can direct everyone to. And of course, up here we have our training and support. So this is where our G1E documents. Now, this is something that we've pulled from G1E directly from G1E Touch, I think, that this is where we put it to. Okay, and if anyone's got any questions that they would like to ask, feel free to type the questions away. There we go. I got to tell you, my internet this week with Telstra has been absolutely disgusting. That's the only way I could put it. Okay, so Josh, what did we put up the compensation plan? No. We had some other, it could be under the global products here. So have a surf around the website. We've got lots of information, and this is where, wait till the promo video comes out next week, guys. If you've been into G1E Touch, actually, you can go in and have a quick look, log in there, and there's a video there that I uploaded, and it should be somewhere in the news feed down here, as you see. And it was something that I was playing around with on the weekend, just doing a bit of practice, trying to capture something on my iPhone as like a little mini intro, and it actually proved to be, I quite liked it with what I heard, so I put it up here as a promo in G1E Touch. So search my videos here, have a look at it. It's going to be something very similar, a landing page that's going to go viral now out there on the internet. So you'll actually understand how the business is being sold, and what your role is, your next role is as well. Business cards, Dorothy is asking about how do we go about getting them printed up. We just actually organised our own business cards. You guys can use our logo, or you can use G1E logo, whatever you prefer. We actually had our logo on the front of the card, and we used G1E on the back of the card and put our contact details on there. What I do want to say, you might want to think about this, and that is getting cards printed that you can actually write on with a biro, because if we're giving away and you bump into, let's say I'm in Brisbane, and who knows, because I've got 300 chips in my purse that I could spend. If I walk into the casino and I meet somebody that actually plays on the casino, I could actually, what would be my next step? I would actually want to give them an IBO number. So if I could write an IBO number on the back of my card, and remember, one of those positions that I registered as a casino player in the tree, that I actually gave them that IBO number and the password to sign in with, and they actually took over that position, and that's what will happen, and they start playing. They've immediately created business volume for us. So, you know, as I said to you guys, there'll be some of you people that are brazen like that, and it's right up your alley to walk into casinos and drum up business. There's others that will drum up business on other different avenues, and there'll be that handful of people that will be working directly with me, where I'm going to actually train, coach, and turn you into like little miniature salespeople, because we're doing some huge marketing campaigns that is actually bringing in thousands of leads per week. So are you ready for this, guys? This is why I say, if I need to pull in and find out who you guys are out there, and do you really want to excel with this business or not. And I know most of you guys, the reason why that you bought into this is because, of course you do. Well, I just need you to pull, I just need you to put some time aside. Like anything, it's going to take a bit of time for us to do this together, but you know, I want to lead you guys and hold your hand along the way and show you how to do it, because to me, I'm already in the dream. You know, it's a bit like the crash. You guys have heard me talk about the crash in, 2008. I already knew the crash was coming. I was in the dream in 2007. I just had to wait for it. This is probably the second time in my life where I see the same thing. It's just a matter, I just got to wait till next August. And I'll be standing on stage with some amazing people and changing the lives of so many of us. How cool is that? Cable from Brisbane, Vegas, cool. So one of the big things that we'll be teaching you every Wednesday afternoon at 1 o'clock, we're going, and we did a bit of a trial today in the chat room here, is we can actually go in here and create from, if I go into the chat room here, and okay, I don't see many online just yet, but if one of you guys was online, I could actually share a video screen and audio with you, and we could add people to that room. So I think today we had about 6 of us that did a video chat together. We want to have those regularly every Wednesday afternoon at 1 o'clock, where we can brainstorm ideas together. And then, of course, Wednesday, hopefully Brooke will be up and running. Brooke's got a very important workshop that I would love her to teach on color coding. Most of you guys probably get it that are working closely with us before that, because it's very important to understand the color coding, especially with when it comes to direct sales, because whether you believe it or not, you know, we're all in the business of direct sales, and now we've got to excel in it. You're not flying, Graham? I'm not sure. All right, what that is. All right, so you'll also have noticed, and I'll see if I can actually log in to. I've changed my web browser, so bear in mind. G1E back office, isn't it? You'll notice that your back office also has changed. Now, I told you about the VIPs but not being charged auto ship anymore, which is pretty good news for the auto ship on those. And there's been some new changes also. If you log into your back office, and I just did today, and I'll log in there and show you. All right. And you'll notice that on the left-hand side here, they have all the websites here. You've got G1E Touch, you've got the Boardwalk, you've got the Great Escapes, and also Fantasy Sports. Okay, I don't have sports book in there. Okay, maybe that's because it's just for the US, I'm not sure, but it should be in there. So all of your there, and I noticed also if you go to their main website, which is G1E.com. Okay. Friday week, Rob, that's the 26th, isn't it? Friday week? Yeah, not this Friday, next Friday at my place from 9 till 5. So, yeah, you guys might want to drive up or fly up for that once again. But just let me know, because you guys can come up a day earlier if you want. It will be a weekend, so that's why I made it the Friday. Okay, this is Global One Entertainment's new website, and I'm really proud that they've updated it. You've got your member login that you can log in directly like our website, and of course all of their banners and the dream trips and everything else that that they have on here. Okay, when you really have a look at their website, and you go back to the Team Builders website. Well, I'll go back to the home page. They're very similar, aren't they? So you've got to ask yourself, who's teaching who? I'll leave it up to you to decide. Okay, so you are online. Hey, good to meet you too, Eddie. I'm glad you're back. I know some of you guys took holidays, didn't you, right in the middle of all of this? I suppose what I can say to each and every one of you guys, if you're ready to like pull together and really excel this business to the next level, I have contacted as many people physically as I've been able to. I'm going to put the ball in your court. You want to be there with me, please contact me. Let's get together. Let's talk about and brainstorm how we're going to grow. Faraday had 50 on her team this year on stage. I can double, triple, quadruple that. All right, and all I'm asking is who wants to be on stage with me. I'm after the team leaders in this business, and I'm going to work directly with them. So it's pretty exciting. I'm excited. All right, Rob, a couple of questions here that we've got. With the auto ship free for 12 months, if I introduce 2 more, would that make me 6 each side? What you have to do with there are a bit of restrictions. So if you're a player at the moment, because I thought the same thing, I've got a lot of player positions that I'm going to gift out to other people when I find the right people to give them to. If they upgrade, they don't qualify. Okay, you've actually got to go and buy a VIP and sponsor 2 others. Or I believe that if you're in the tree as a VIP and you have a VIP left and right, you'll qualify for 6 months. Okay, so the worst case scenario will be you'll only ever pay 6 months of auto ship if it comes down to it, and then of course in 12 months it's going to be coming for the VIPs. Remember, the VIPs bonus is that sports book, and the sports book probably is something that I'm not up in horse racing and dog racing and all of that, but apparently the Gold Coast crew are. They know exactly how it all goes, and they're actually trying to, we'll see whether that big race, the event that they're putting together in November on the Gold Coast, I'm yet to get that confirmed whether it's going ahead, and they reckon that they can do a lot with Sportsbook with bringing in new games. Like I said, I saw fantasy sports, and I saw it in America, how big it was, and went, oh my goodness, we'll just grow it here. It's huge. Yeah. So when you really look at it, guys, when I wrap things up, one of the things that we'll be looking at, your main sales pitch will be from here on in. Of course, we can sign up. Remember, it's a customer-based business, so we have to keep signing customers up. You can sign customers up on the very lowest package, which is $250. Okay, on $250, they're going to have an auto ship every month of $25. The next package above that is $1,500, and that's a VIP, and they'll have no auto ship whatsoever if they bring in the left and right, and then they'll be totally qualified never to have an auto ship. So once again, I sort of do the numbers, guys, and go, you know, $1,500 to take and buy stake in an ownership in a business. What have I got to lose? I would spend more than that on an option trade every night that I trade. $1,500, and I'm not trying to like discredit it, but even if you drop it down to like $250, you know, as an investment into something, I see that that's so affordable for everyone to attain, and imagine if it worked. And that's the beautiful thing, is I don't need to now convince myself, because I already see it working. I see it working for me and everyone else that is above me. I've met the whole team. I've gone to Las Vegas. I've sat there and done everything. If I can be on the ground floor with the business and help them grow all these revenue industries, that we sit back for the rest of our life and have a recurring revenue, oh my goodness. All because why? This time I listened to something that came to me in my life. Not like back in the 90s when I was so young and naive and Oracle came to Australia and tried to sell everyone the work. And the work back then in the 90s, I'm like, what the hell is that? Yes, there are times in life where you kick yourself by going, if only I did. As I said, every investment that I don't make on every single one of them, but that never stops me from trying the next. And it's all about risk-reward ratio. I've lost an investment that I lost on a energy drink company back in 2007. I lost $250,000, okay, as an investor investing into a company that was about to IPO. And we're talking $1,500. Go figure. For the ones of you that will be with me, I know that we will be at the top together. There's a little bit of hard work to do, but you know what? It's organised hard work, and we're all going to be there together and help each other. Okay, so just wrapping it up tonight, just to make it clear. That's exactly right, Graham. Graham says, what about the first people that brought the first McDonald's franchises in Australia? What about Colonel Sanders, hey? And he bought them all back off everyone. Yeah, again, think about all of the, those opportunities. I always look back at, Micron Technologies. You guys trade with me. That company were raising money in Brisbane here in Australia, and not many people would listen to them back then. Imagine if you were the one that didn't. Exactly, Rob. Don't forget Amway and many other beautiful things. I've heard stories from you guys that go, and I haven't heard of some of these things until I've investigated educated them that, you know, some people say that, you know, this kind of business sounds like it's a bit like Zeke Rewards, where they started something and they folded. Well, does that stop you from, you know, walking into a new adventure? You know, if that stopped me, I can tell you now, in 2007, I would never have turned 100 into a million in 12 months. Okay, if I was stopped by everything that went wrong in my life. I know that, yes, things do go wrong in your life, but you know what? The ones that win far outweigh the losses. And this is probably, to me, one of those ha-ha moments where I don't know, it's a woman thing. I just get the gut feeling and I just know. I just know with my expertise what I can bring to this company, and if the company stands up to my expertise, we're going to have longevity and build something so unique that, you know, I've been looking for this for a long time, and I found something that's so out there and left field of what I've done that I'm excited about it. 7 grand, was it? Really? Okay, so some of the things that I'm going to be going over, don't forget on Wednesdays in G1E Touch, I'd like everyone to go and create a profile there and befriend myself. 1 o'clock every Wednesday, we're going to have a bit of a hangout group. Now, a group might go for 10 minutes or half an hour or an hour. It's really to get used to all the features in G1E Touch so that we become familiar with using them. And then, of course, on the Wednesday nights, it will be, I'm going to get Brooke to do some special teachings with you guys. And then, of course, we're also going to meet here next Friday the 26th, and we're going to make it a regular occurrence for everyone that lives close by to work with us one-on-one. And the rest of you guys, don't think that we're, you know, because you live so far away that you're so distant. That's okay. We're going to work with you guys on webinars and hangouts. All right. Any more questions from anyone that has, if you have any? I think most of our, as you can see, most of the questions that we went to Las Vegas with to get answered, you can see that the answers are coming back. When I got that answer this morning to say that, hey, there's no more auto ship on IBO on VIPs, I was blown away. That's okay. We'll let you off, Gray, if you missed that one. Okay. No, Dorothy got a question here, and she says, should we try these fantasy sports for sales experience? The problem is with fantasy sports is you are not allowed to as an Australian citizen. You have to be a US citizen, so you're locked out of the game straight away, all right? Which is why I went, well, what good is that, actually, until I don't know, things happen for a reason, and we walked into one of the biggest major sign-up deals ever in the US. So the business happens with that particular industry in the US. Sportsbook, we can grow that here in Australia, and the casino, we can grow that here in Australia, and the boardwalk, we can grow that here in Australia. Okay, so we do, and of course the brand new travel is a brand new concept also, but we already are sitting with 3 major products that we need to find out who in our team has those expertise to actually work that side of the business. Rather than signing people up into the business, they can actually get people actually using the online platforms, and that's how we'll all work together and grow this business. Okay. Any more questions? And we're actually, you guys, I mean, I'm working with some of the team leaders that have actually expressed some amazing ideas that we want to run by the company that we could open up here in Australia for us. You know, we're going to, we have a, on Saturday morning, we actually have a team they're going to turn it into webinars, but we actually, if you guys are in contact with us with the phone number and the dial-in code to dial in on a Saturday morning at 11 o'clock, we actually have a conference call with the team leaders with us online. We have a private one for the others of us that want to work on the business side of things on Tuesday at 11 o'clock. Okay, so not everyone on Tuesday is invited to that group. It's only the main ones, and you guys know I've slowly been inviting some of the team leaders in to get privy to the conversations that we have as business owners and directors, because we're going to take this business from a different level and work down. So, and Saturdays are where you can actually you can invite any new prospects into the business as well. You can share that those numbers. You do, absolutely. So one of the questions is that Rob has, so we need to put a few casino customers in our tree. Yes, we do. All right, I've never seen it before. Is if we start to create those customers, and we have a number to give out for the future for someone to enroll somebody already in a position in our tree, so that's the reason why we create them. Yeah, if anyone can't make the meeting next Friday, we're going to try and do a hookup. If there's more than 10 of you, we'll do it outside of G1E Touch, but if there's 10 of you, we can actually do it through G1E Touch and do a video conferencing hookup and have you guys mobile at your home sitting at your desk actually on our main working table in front of us all, so that we can all still pull together and learn. Okay, so that answers you, Eddie and Graham. What do you say? Exactly, Graham. Graham says that once we prove ourselves, then we might get a seat on the board. Ha 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 ha. You might. Yeah, guys, we next week I'm waiting on it. My throat's clearing up now, and I'm sounding a lot clearer. It was the only reason that I delayed doing the promo videos, but I've been practicing in the meantime to make sure that I get it right, because what I produce as a promo video is all going to be relevant on the sales that you guys close at the end. So like I said, it's a team effort from me at the beginning to you at the close. If we all work in together, then this business, look out, we're going to grow this virally. I know it. The opportunity that this business provides, there's more of us out there that want this than don't want it. And that's what's so exciting. And I'm so excited to work with some really team players in this business, and excited to stand on stage next year with every single one of you guys. So look out. Woohoo! You'll be in Las Vegas with me. And I've got to tell you, remember what happens in Las Vegas? Stays in Las Vegas. And all I can say is you would have to ask Sri and Linda about our experience, but it's was all good. Okay, so I think that sort of brings our questions almost to a close, unless anyone else has any more. Oh yeah, the enthusiasm comes from being in the dream. Hey Eddie, and I'm going to take everyone that wants to go with me. You know, everyone in life, as we know, we all get knocked down, don't we? Yeah. Not this time. There's a couple of times in life when you just know what you need to do and how you need to do it, and the people that you need to bring with you. And that's all about, you know, it's about elimination and selection, I suppose. And we'll see it in 12 months' time. 300 team members that we've signed up. All right, let's see how many I have on stage next year. That's going to be actually not mine, but also your recognition. Yes, we will. It'll be on the website as well. Okay, so guys, until I until I contact you, we'll have a webinar next Wednesday as well, and of course all of our live events, and I'll be in contact with you guys personally as well because we're sort of team building individually at the moment. So awesome, we're going to have everything. Q, you just said it, you're setting up your internet marketing business. I really want to brainstorm with you guys with what I'm doing as I've used one of the affiliate sources, mycapturepage.com, which have some pretty good stats to bring in some awesome leads, and you guys can do the same sort of thing. Let's talk about it together and individually about what you want to do, because we can actually have the whole system set up for you, and we can have a sales team actually close the leads, or you can do it yourself. And that's what we want to find out is, where you want to work and at what level in the business and what we need to do for everyone. So pretty awesome stuff. Okay, I'll see the rest of you guys online next Wednesday. Until then, I'll be on G1E Touch, and you can Skype me, video me, conference me, or do whatever you want. And we'll do some trainings in there. All right, thanks guys, and good evening.